We have with us Dr. Paramjit S. Jaswal, Vice-Chancellor SRM University Delhi-NCR Sonipat, a PhD, PDF and a Fulbright scholar. Dr. Jaswal comes with 42 years of teaching experience. Dr. Jaswal has authored more than 44 books. His book on environmental law, second edition, has been cited thrice by the Supreme Court of India in the landmark judgments. Prior to joining SRM University Sonipat, Dr. Paramjit Jaswal was Vice-Chancellor at Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law Punjab and Hidayatullah National Law University Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Dr. Jaswal has been awarded Nehru Centenary British Fellowship Award for the year 1991 to 92 for doing postdoctoral research in the Department of Law, School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London, Bharat Jyoti Award in 2006, Eminent Great Personality of India Award in 2011, and many others.
My first question would be, what is your vision for SRM University NCR Delhi?
Well, my individual mission is in line with the vision and mission of the university. And when we talk about the vision of the university, to emerge as a leading world-class university which creates an institution of excellence and disseminates the knowledge, upholding the highest standard of instructions in different fields, the different faculties like humanities, science, engineering, law, medicine, and to have a curriculum which has a social sensitivity among the student also, and which are relevant to the nation. Ultimately, we intend to produce students who are technically sound, who are socially relevant, and who are professionally competent.
My second question is pertaining to NEP. It's now in place in most of the universities. Can you just give an insight on the impact and the benefits students get? Because most of them do not understand what NEP is and what it is about. But the universities have gradually been bringing it into.
Oh, that's a very good question indeed. And I'm glad to share with you that our university has already adopted NEP in its curriculum. The benefit of NEP we can understand if I can give you a little example. Our education system was traditionally based on the Anglo-Saxon method of education, where we judged the student from just passing and failing. If he scored, say, 35-40% of marks, we say he is passed, he is promoted. But we ignore the major part of the learning which the student has not got. So there is a difference between education which leads to degrees and learning which leads to knowledge. NAP focuses more on knowledge rather than giving the degrees to the student. If I'm a student of law and I want to learn about artificial intelligence, the traditional system says, no, you have taken a law, so you can't study the artificial intelligence. If I'm a student of a history, I can't study the political development because I can't take the political science. The NAP gives me a wide spectrum of option where I can take subjects outside my main discipline. So my major area remains in which I'm learning, that is my program in which I've taken the admission. But along with that, that is giving me option to have an additional subject or an optional subject, and that the ultimately examination shall be based on credit. So the subject which I study additionally is also credit based. It is not my interest only. So that is one benefit. Secondly, the NEP also realizes the socioeconomic conditions of our country. Many of the students, they are not able to continue their education. So they can exit the program and they can come back again after some time and continue. Depending upon the program is now of 4 years instead of 3 years, the undergraduate program. But it depends. Firstly, they get a certificate, they get a degree on completion and or the honors depending upon the additional credit which they earn. So there are many benefits with the NEP, and I'm very happy to share with you that we have revised our curriculum, which is approved by our Board of Studies and the Academic Council, which is in line with the broad focus of the NEP.
There was another question that I had. One is outcome-based learning and pedagogy. Now, these are vital factors everywhere. So how is this brought about in SRM?
Oh, in SRM, when the curriculum is prepared, we first of all, our faculty in each program, they have to make out what are the program specific outcomes, program educational outcome. Our curriculum is designed on outcome based learning. So before designing the curriculum, PSOs and POs and COs, they are carved out, they are enlisted, and they are discussed among the faculty. And then we know what is the outcome we are going to expect from the student at the end of the program. Accordingly, the curriculum is designed. And one of the most important thing is that our curriculum, 80% of it, we revisit it every year before the start of the academic year. And some portion, if it is deleted, we delete. If it is required to be added, we add. If it is to be modified, we modify accordingly, depending upon the requirement of the day.
Then I wanted to know a bit about could you give some insights on the research-oriented programs and mandatory internships that are part of these programs?
Yes, NEP, the internship is mandatory because the focus of NEP is more on learning outcome, and that is the experiential learning. In SRM, the focus is on research. We have wonderful labs. We have a collaboration with industry. We have centers of excellence with the Siemens. We have a collaboration with Bosch. We have a collaboration with IBM. So that we provide experiential learning. And as far as the focus on research, we have a specific a center, what we call C4D, where drug discovery, design and development lab is there, where students and the faculty, they keep on focusing on the research. The publication, a research article is mandatory, at least 2 articles by each faculty member in an academic year in good journal with the Scopus-based or Web of Science, etc. So our teaching and learning, they are 2 sides of the same coin. We don't focus only on the teaching in the class. We focus rather on experiential learning. If you see our motto of the University of, it says, learn, leap, and then lead. So we believe in this motto, these 3 phases. Learning is provided here. We have a mentor-mentee system here. If the teacher is there, a mentor, there are seniors, they are also mentor of the junior. So accordingly, we take a holistic development of the university.
My next question is about student diversity and inclusivity. These are indicators of educational equity. So in your opinion, how do they contribute to a well-rounded environment, and how is this actually factored in the SRM selection process?
We have the students from all over the country. We have from Kerala, we have from West Bengal, we have from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and we also have the international student. So as far as the inclusivity is concerned, the students from all over the country and abroad, we have with us. So we are having a diverse kind of students here in the university. We do give special importance to the Haryana students. Of course, we have 25% of reservation for the Haryana students and girls in particular. And we also follow the reservation system, which is prescribed under our statute and the act by the government of Haryana. So there is nothing like that it is a South Indian or a North Indian kind of a university. It is an inclusive, diverse population of students we have.
My next question is, like, with changing technology comes changing needs of the industry. And this actually falls back to the educational institute, because that's where the future generation starts off. So how does SRM keep in sync with the changing trends, and how does it ensure its students are ready to meet the demands of the industry?
We follow actually 3-pronged strategy for that. The first is the continuous faculty development program. So our faculty is up to date. We have industry academia interface. As I told you, we have number of MOUs. So most of the development, in the technological development, we come to know from the industry, and we then promote faculty development program among the teachers. So our teachers, they come out learning. The teachers are given basic grants to go out of the country to attend seminars, workshop, or some training program, and university supports that. University pay them salary for the period of they are abroad or undertaking a training. Like one of my teachers is going now to Germany to have the visit to the various industries there. So similarly, other student, my one of teacher is going to Rome, other is going to Netherlands. So they keep on going. So first thing is that we try our best that learning and updating of our faculty is there. The second strategy what we have is that the curriculum is revised according to the needs and the demands of the industry. So we update ourselves accordingly. Like artificial intelligence is not very old in curriculum. As a part of the curriculum, of course, it was developed in the last century in America. But as a part of the curriculum, it was developed, it has come to stay in a couple of years. Now, even my law student also, they study the artificial intelligence. So we have made it a part of that. And when we adopted NEP, they are given a choice. Like engineering student is studying about constitution and political development. So otherwise, which is a topic of a political science or a law. But my engineering core science student will also have the option to take this subject. So that is the second. We reshape our curriculum. We redesign our curriculum, keeping in mind the demand of the industry or the present era. The third thing which I feel proud to be the Vice Chancellor of this university, where my management is very, very supportive. I give you one example. The computer science department, they came and discussed with me. They required certain specific software and new computer because old computers could not sustain that software with a new configuration. I just put a demand to my management that I want 130 new computer with the following configuration. I am asked only two questions. Do you think it is going to be relevant to the student? I say yes. Secondly, do we need them urgently? I said yes. They don't ask what is the expenditure. They support me. And we created 2 new labs, new computer came, and students and faculty both have been benefited. So our labs are also updated with the machinery. This is just one example I gave you. Now this year, I just put a demand to the management. I want 3 more labs to be created for this purpose. The only question which came back to me, what is the total budget involved? I said, this is the budget. They said sanctioned. So this is the 3-pronged strategy which we follow.
I'm glad you talked about, because many of the times students do not know that the faculty who come in to teach them also keep updating. Otherwise, how would they teach well?
Not only that, as I told you that we have an industry tie-up with the various IBM industry. We have a collaboration. Data analysis and artificial intelligence is in collaboration with IBM. So the IBM faculty comes and teach here. Their lectures, they are attended by the faculty also. Similarly, ACMA's office is based in our academic block. So the industries of the country, they're all coming here and the interaction. They conduct from time to time different kind of seminar, workshop, faculty development program, and it is mandatory for our faculty to attend that, and they get the knowledge and then they translate that in teaching. In teaching, we always say, if you want to learn something, it's better you teach in the class. If you teach in the class, you automatically learn.
I would like to know further about the SRM University's international collaborations and exchange program that it has. How is the student experience enhanced because of?
We have international students here from different countries, but yes, we need to enhance their total strength. The strength is less now, and our director administration and his team, we go and attend various education fair. We, like South Africa, we have gone, in Dubai we have gone, Abu Dhabi we have gone, Nepal, Bhutan. Recently, 2 batches of 30 each came from Bhutan, of different schools, principals. and government officials of Bhutan. So we had an interaction with them. I also delivered lecture. My faculty also interacted. They understood the system. So automatically we will have more students from such countries.
What about exchange programs for SRM students going abroad with your collaborators?
Yes, we send under the different MOUs, the student go abroad also. Recently, I will also give you another example. Myself and my director admission, we signed a MOU with the university in Sri Lanka, in Colombo. Under that, 30 students from Sri Lanka will come and take admission here every year in hotel management. And out of the 4-year program, 3 years they will study here. And internship, which is compulsory, they will do in Sri Lanka because they would be doing most of them employment in Sri Lanka. So their cuisine and all, they would be knowing it while doing the internship in Sri Lanka. So out of 4 years, 1 year internship is in Sri Lanka, 3 years they study here, and we will give them degree.
Then I come to placements. This is one of the first questions every parent will ask whenever the admission time comes in. So can you give some insights on how the placements happen? What are the top recruiters? Any statistics that you can give for placements at SRM?
Very difficult question for me to answer because my individual view is different than what as an institutional head I do. Individually, if you ask me, I don't want the students to walk on crutches. I want them to equip with their knowledge and fight in competition with the world with the tool of knowledge. That is what is my focus is. But yes, you are right that these days the student as well, more than the student, the parents ask about the placement because they are going to spend lakhs of rupees in education of the child. It depends on the child or the student more when we come to the placement because the child is yet to born in the institution in SRM when he takes the admission. How can we predict what will happen after 4 years? And how does he perform for 4 years? So these are the factors which have to be kept in mind. However, as an institutional responsibility, we have a very strong placement and internship department here, where the director placement, director internship is there. We have employed specifically people for soft skill. Because the student come from home, they have not been exposed to the world. They do not know how to go for the interview. They do not know how to write a CV. They do not know what is the difference between CV and a resume. So in a soft skill, some maximum student, they come from the villages. They do not have communication skill, or sometimes most of them, they are not so good in English. They are good in regional language. So we have soft skill trainer who are part of our university. They are our employee. So soft skill training is compulsory for all the students to attend. Then we hire specific people in the entire academic year 2 or 3 times. Some specific programs are conducted in which soft skill training is given to the student. So we make them competent to compete in the open market. And the placement cell ensures that the internship is given, which is mandatory under the NEP for all the students. To all the students, it is given. And where they are our students, they perform better. Most of them, they are even absorbed also in the same organization. So that is what we do. And we have a very good placement record.
My last question would be, if you had to give a message to students, what would your message be? What would you choose to tell them?
Well, my message would be from my personal experience that in learning at the institution level, one has to have a very, very focused approach and consistent approach. Hard work does pay, but it is not that we work hardly for 3 years and we would do the hard work in the 4th year. It will not pay. So you should have consistent, constant, focused approach, and the targets and the goals, they should be very clear from day one. What do you want to do in your life?
It's very excellent advice, sir, which is what I also believe, that you should have targets. Then you focus on achieving things. It was a pleasure and an honor, sir. That was wonderful.
It was my pleasure to answer the questions you asked.